your old club. If I'd have said to you when you joined them all those years ago that you'd be playing for Cheltenham against Forest Green in the Football League, you'd settle for that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, of course I would. Yeah, so it's a great game for the club and for sort of the county this weekend. There's been a lot of talk, obviously the old Glossicos and that over the last couple of years since I've been at Cheltenham. Obviously they had another year out of the league than we did, so it's good to have it back this time in league football. We're looking forward to it, definitely. We're going to be up for it. And it's good to have games like this in the Football League for the club to be a part of, and obviously get one over the rivals.
Yeah, I'm sure that's obviously the aim, and living locally as you do, you probably feel that. Do you feel it's actually a bigger rivalry than it was a couple of years ago? Do you feel it's grown?
Yeah, I do, definitely. Obviously the big year in the conference we had where we got promoted and they pushed us all the way. It's created a massive rivalry, and now they managed to get promoted the following season, and now we're both in League Two in the Football League, and it's made this game even more bigger for both clubs. So yeah, we're definitely looking forward to it. The fans, I believe, are looking forward to it. I think Forest Green have tried from reading online a few tactics to sort of wind our fans up a little bit, which I'm sure will make them even louder on the day. We can definitely make it feel as if we've got it's a bit of a home game, maybe. We can definitely make our fans will be heard anyway on the day, wherever they are positioned around the stadium. So now it'll be a massive game for us, and we can really, the fans can play a massive part in that Saturday, and players are definitely looking forward to it, to do a professional job, but obviously make sure the emotion and that we can use that to our advantage.
And there's only 3 of you likely to play who played in the derby a couple of years ago. I'm thinking you, Harry Powell, and Kyle Storer, obviously. Aaron Down's still around the club as well. Is there something that you can pass on from the experience of what those occasions are like to some of the newer faces?
Yeah. I don't think the newer faces will need much reminding or letting know how big this game is for both clubs. Even if it wasn't against Forest Green, it's still a massive game for us this weekend. We need to get all 3 points and work our way up the league. So no, it's a massive game for everyone involved, and everyone knows that, and we, the 3 that have been here from past, will certainly be letting players know, but they won't need too much reminding about that. It's a big game, basically. Everyone knows that, and we just got to make sure we go there, all the emotion and all the hype around the whole game, we'll make sure we're doing our professional job and using that to our advantage, not getting caught up in it all, and not perhaps maybe not performing how you should be.
How do you look back on your time there? Because when Dave Hockaday signed you, he made a big thing of saying, well, I've just signed the best striker in the conference, and gave you the big build-up, and you were in a time when they were desperately trying to push to get in those playoff places.
Yeah, it was a exciting time for me. It's the new club. It's to adapt to new surroundings. I was excited to go there, and it's a good club to play for. And it didn't go as well as we planned. I had some good days, had some good games there, and some not so good ones. I enjoyed my time finally at Forest Green. A lot's changed obviously since then. There's a couple of players that I know still there, but obviously there's been a lot of changes. Having said that, obviously since I've moved away from Forest Green, I've enjoyed my best times of my career. So it'll be good to go back there and show them perhaps what they didn't see so much when I was there. I'm looking forward to it, sadly. don't worry about that. I'll be ready, and I'm sure all the other lads will. Thoroughly looking forward to going back there and getting the job done.
Finally from me, Danny, competition at the moment just looks like it's going to be upping among the squad for the weekend, with a few more sort of bodies back available. How important could that be, just to make sure everyone's on it?
Yeah, yes. I've said it. I always say it all the time. And I think a lot of the professionals, you need competition to get the best out of the best players. So to have a few injuries back, have a few niggles, sort of settling down will help get a great performance this weekend. Obviously, after this weekend, we've got a little break in games, not a break in obviously training, but a break in games to maybe get a few more back, to breed even more competition in the squad. But yeah, it's a big game this Saturday with a few players coming back and looking to be pushing everybody for a great performance. That's what it all comes down to. Everything is built around the performance for Saturdays and Tuesday nights, and this Saturday is no different. It doesn't matter who's it against, and the lads will be ready and fighting like the fans will be. And hopefully we can all pull together this weekend and make it a good day for everyone involved.